This is Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing. You're watching Sporting Icons. You don't need to be anywhere else.
So the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury, WBC, Lineal and Ring Magazine heavyweight champion of the world, has urged the WBA, IBF, IBO and WBO heavyweight champion of the world, Anthony Joshua, to, if necessary, vacate a belt or two and fight him. Now, what Tyson Fury is getting at here is that he doesn't care about Undisputed. And again, article in the description box as always, to go read it through his full statement, where he talks about how, for him, the title of Undisputed doesn't mean anything. Because in his mind, he's won all the belts. And he's right, he has won all the belts. But to be officially crowned as Undisputed, because currently the last Undisputed heavyweight champion in the world is Lennox Lewis, but if Tyson Fury wants that tag, he needs to own all the belts at the same time. That's what you do to become Undisputed. So, going by what Tyson Fury is saying is, he doesn't care about the tag of Undisputed. He doesn't care about it right now. All he wants is Anthony Joshua in the ring. That's what he wants. Belts or no belts. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm sure if the opportunity was there to fight Joshua for Undisputed, Tyson Fury would prefer that, because that's going to generate a whole lot more interest, which means a whole lot more money. And that's what Fury's getting at. Because when it comes to Fury, he's saying that he doesn't want to have to fight, say, Alexander Usyk, for example, because he's beat up Anthony Joshua, where he could fight Usyk and probably get about 10% of what he would do to fight Anthony Joshua. So from that point of view, it does make sense. But again, in my mind, sure, fight for all the belts, none of the belts, one belt, it makes no difference to me, just get the fight on. If it's for Undisputed, that'd be ideal, wouldn't it? But if not, sure, just do it. And then the winner can go belt collecting again, because that's what Anthony Joshua's done. Ever since he turned pro, he's been belt collecting. And when it comes to who really wants to be undisputed, I think Joshua wants to become undisputed more than Tyson Fury. For Tyson Fury, it's just another tagline. He doesn't really care about that. Joshua does. Joshua has always been about belt collecting, and the last piece of the jigsaw is the WBC. Now, for me, if Joshua vacates the WBO, cool, no problem. But in my mind, just vacate the IBF as well and don't fight Pulev. Fury, vacate the WBC, don't fight Wilder. I know people will say, but there's a contracted rematch. Yeah, there is, for the world title. If the world title's not there, don't need the rematch anymore, do we? Wilder can go fight for the vacant belt against whomever it may be. Currently, the interim champion would be Alexander Povetkin. Although Povetkin is interim champion, therefore he will be elevated automatically to full champion, therefore Wilder can fight the new champion in Alexander Povetkin. And the winner of Joshua Fury can then go on and fight the winner of Wilder and Povetkin, or Alexander Usyk and Pulev, whoever it may be. But for now, just get the fight done. Because while Tyson Fury, he may believe that, say, Usyk could beat Anthony Joshua, and I can't dismiss that, as much as I would make Anthony Joshua a huge favourite in that fight, like I'm making Tyson Fury a huge favourite in the Wilder fight, you never know what's going to happen. You just don't know. So rather than anyone take a unnecessary loss, just fight now. So I can agree with Tyson Fury from that point of view, as for sure. I know most people want to see Undisputed. I do too. But while these guys are in their prime, just get in the ring. Have a fight. Whether there's belts on the line or not, we know that the winner of that fight is the legitimate number one. We don't need the Tyson Fury fan base saying Fury's number one, or the Joshua fan base saying Joshua's number one, because ultimately you're both right and you're both wrong. Because the only way to truly find out, get in the ring. Let's find out. So again, I mean, he can say how he's worried that Alexander Usyk will take away his payday against Anthony Joshua. And again, let's go back to the video I done 2 days ago, where I showed you guys how and why Tyson Fury dismantled mentally and physically Deontay Wilder. And within that video, I said that Tyson Fury convinced Deontay Wilder to not take the Anthony Joshua Undisputed fight. And a lot of people saying, that never happened, Tyson Fury didn't do that, Wilder wouldn't walk away from Undisputed because Tyson Fury asked him to. Well, in this article, Tyson Fury tells you that's what he said to Wilder. I want to fight Joshua. Okay, so again, just to clear that bit up. So, is he right? I mean, again, people would prefer Undisputed, of course, but would you still watch it if it wasn't? Of course you would. Of course you would. But, of course, two Brits coming together for Undisputed, that would make it absolutely monstrous. A mega fight to a colossal fight. But in my mind, it's a colossal fight even if no belts are on the line. But it doesn't matter how we look at it, if Joshua vacates the IBF and the WBO, and Fury vacates the WBC, well, you're still going to have Lineal, if you believe in that. You're still going to have Ring Magazine, and you're still going to have the WBA and the IBO world titles on the line. Well, I don't really class IBO as a world title. It is what it is. It's just another trinket to me. But there's still going to be world titles on the line. So why not? Why don't both of you guys vacate the belts? Vacate all of them if you want to, and just fight for the Lineal or the Ring Magazine for all I care. Just get in the ring. That's all I want to see, and I'm sure a lot of you guys will echo that same belief as well. Because what we don't want to see is potentially Fury lose to Wilder. Can't see it happening, but you never know. And I can't really see Joshua losing to certainly Pulev, but again, you never know. But of course, there is a high risk against Alexander Usyk. Usyk is a very, very skilled fighter, not heavy-handed, but very, very skilled. So you never know, as much as I would make Joshua a favourite. Anyway, that's Tyson Fury's statement. Fight me. We don't need to fight for Undisputed. Just fight me anyway. Vacate the belts. Drop your thoughts below. Click thumbs up. Subscribe. Catch you all in the next video.